grandmother's house. I know that's not the way the song goes, but I don't really care. And up we go, climbing up the vines. The funniest thing about felines, if you light a torch, they'll dance. See? Dancing. That's fun. That's just really fun for some reason. I think this is a giant Aptonoth. I really hope so, because those things drop a lot. Those things drop something rather important. And if it's not, hey, whatever. I guess that just doesn't work. No, he's not a giant Aptonoth. He's a regular one. You can tell the difference because giant Aptonoths have 3 carve opportunities, and smaller Aptonoths only have 1. Or 2. Now let's go deliver this iron to the smith, and then do the last quest, and then I believe we'll be done for this recording session, and then I can just post the thing on YouTube. Pardon me. Oh, man, I am quite tired right now. I have no idea why. Okay, we're almost back to our village. My wise ancestor said the life of the village is tied to the land around it. They were right. As you explore, collect resources, and carve items, you'll find your life in Moga all the more enriched. You can even combine materials to make new hunting tools for yourself. A good hunter never stops exploring, as my ancestors said. Heed their words and you'll never go wrong in Moga Woods. Now then, I wonder how that old blacksmith will like the iron ore you found. Ha! This ought to be good. More Aptonoths? Nah, I won't kill him. I will try to get another Kelby horn though. Those are useful later. Ooh, Kelby horn. Well, speak the devil. Oop. Yep, just fall to your knees. Has the camera moved? If it has, then I'm sorry. I must have jostled it while doing something. Anyways. Hooey! Would you look at this iron ore? It's real quality stuff. Sure, maybe not the very best quality, but no amateur dug this up, I can tell you that. You show promise, kid, you do. This is this is what you do with one dinky iron pickaxe, well, I'm predicting some superb materials in your future. Seems you've earned a little lesson in upgrading. It's just as important as fortune, believe you me. He's right. Upgrading is for when you want to enhance arms or armor that you already own. It's leagues cheaper than forging from scratch, so don't be afraid to upgrade your favorite experiment all you like. Oh, and you can check your fancy hunter's notes there for the nitty-gritty details. He's right. Upgrading a weapon is actually awesome. It turns a weapon from, say, this dinky thing into something that will slice the tails off of a giant. That will slice through a Lagiacrus. That's just basically awesome. That's just basically upgrading 101. It turns crappy stuff into awesome stuff. Hey yo, I hear you went to see the artisan at the smithy. Took a shine to you, did he? Ah, well, aren't you special? That old son of a gunner is usually pretty stubborn about accepting new folk. While you've been making chums, we've been working hard. The base camp repairs are coming right along, so sit tight. Oh, one other thing. The head farmer was looking for you. You meet him yet? He's another good old boy you'll want to see. The farm entrance is down and to the right of the bridge to the woods. Oh, I already have full raw meat. Oh, that's nice. Of all the pieces of iron ore out there, you've managed to find something old Smith liked? Haha! You see, kid, that's a sign. Proof you're a cut above the average hunter. You've got exceptional judgment. After all, why go out there and risk your neck if all you bring back is junk? Yep, I've got a good feeling about you, kid. Wouldn't be surprised if you solved our little earthquake mystery, too. You can count on it, Chief. Anyway, Hunter, we'll have the base camp up and running before you can say, Jumpin' Jaggy! Jumpin' Jaggy! Is it up yet? So you just hang tight and what? You'll get bored if you have to wait around for repairs? Wah! You're more tenacious than a Kelvy in heat. Alright, I got an idea. What separates the land monsters you've hunted so far from an aquatic menace like the Logicris? Gigatons of water, that's what! If you're gonna take a sea monster on, you have literally got to get your feet wet. So listen up. Go on through Mogul Woods till you hit the shore. Dive in and try some hunting some fish. Start small, see? Junior's a real pro when it comes to swimming. I'll have him give you some tips. Head out as soon as you're ready. I've got a fishing harpoon. Let's see how much it costs to upgrade. Obviously it's going to be more than I have. Ooh, 166. Oh, ooh, crap. That's going to be a little bit of annoyance. Oh well. Ooh, a feline. A feline. Veggies, veggies, veggies! That's great. There's more to meals than meat, yeah. During the health boom a while back, a lot of us felines decided to go organic. So the Moga Village Farm is chemical and additive free. We use absolutely no Gigi extract pesticides ever. That's why our vegetables might not be the prettiest, but they're definitely the most tasty, yeah. Well, about the earthquake, it scared me out so much I scampered away. But then I felt ashamed, so here I am, yeah. To prove I'm a friend that you can count on, I'll give you my greatest treasure. It's a fresh sushi fish. Ah, thanks, buddy. Have the village chief's cub, son, use it to generate resources, and we can really make progress on the farm. This might be fun. Fancy changing my name? This is just cosmetic, I believe. I don't think there's anything really serious about it, except that they prefer some names over others, and, well, that's weird. Usually he says, that's a nice name. Oh well. Yeah, that's a really interesting name. I guess it's just cosmetic then. Hey there, well, would you look at that? One of my farming felines grew a spine and has come back to work. Now we can get back to planting. The farm belongs to the village, but I can set aside some land for you, seeing as how you're protecting us and all. If you want to grow up some plants or mushrooms, bring them by and we'll take care of it while you're off questing. It's a cinch. All you gotta do is pick up the plant you'd like us to raise. Tell you what, since you're busy and all, you can even ask us to grow several of the same plants in succession. While you're in the woods or on a quest, we can grow one plant. So order more and you don't have to come back by as often. Keep bringing us your useful plants, like herbs or blue mushrooms, and we'll raise them for you. Least we can do. Oh, and go say hi to the feline who just came back. Best not to be rude to the folks who'll help you out. That's words to take to heart, man. And if you can embolden the more felines to get back to work, we'll be able to cultivate more crops at once. And it'd help both of us, Hunter. Working this place with so little help is doing a real number on my bursitis. Whatever you need farmed, I'll make sure it gets going real good. Let's make some mushrooms, because I need more mushrooms. This is basically the point in the game where I can make potions like a mad person. Because I can just gather them up from the woods and get them grown at astonishing rates from the farm. Like literally, later on in the game, I'll be able to get like 50 herbs per feline. And that'll just be wonderful. See. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm just on a rocking chair right now, and it's very awkward going. Hey, it's me. I mean the chief's son. Listen, I heard about that ore you mined. Not bad. Now then, have a look at your map. See that? The whole Moga Woods is open to you. Good. You need to get out more. Now you can hike straight through the forest, all the way to the sea. And that's good, because I'd like you to go and hunt one of the mollids that swim around there. And mollid will be good practice for hunting underwater. And I'll wager you could use the practice. Besides, it'll make a great gift for that gal in charge of finding you guild quests. Now then, once you're ready, set out for the sea in Area 11. Yep, now we get to swim. Yay! Now, I'm going to take a swift detour. I'm going to take a small detour over to Area 8 first, because there are things that I need to gather from there. In fact, it's not much of a detour. It's basically I just get to run off the edge of a cliff and dive into the ocean. Never do that at home. Seriously, never do that at home. That is incredibly dangerous. Ooh, a stone. You can actually throw stones for something useful, which is something you'll find actually rather useful in certain situations. Such as, well, I'll explain once I get an item, the item that I'm actually going to be talking about, so I'm not just talking about thin air right next to me. Anyways. I guess I'll just go and gather this stuff quick over here. This is dung. This is pretty useful for things like bombs. Dung bombs to drive off powerful monsters that you're not ready to deal with yet, or monsters you don't want to deal with yet. It's very useful on occasions, and sometimes it's just a burden. Anyways. Dive down into the sea. And that, my friend, is a mollid. Or 2 mollids, to be specific. Those are the things we're going to just go up and stab with a hunting spear. Or fishing spear. See that fish with the long, flat body? Can't miss it, right? That's a mollid. You're queried for this one. Lucky for you, it's not a very fast swimmer. Just get up close and take it down. Center your target with the camera and attack. Remember this one technique and you'll make quick progress. We can fish with your weapon, but I recommend using a fishing harpoon. Then you can carve materials from them. Right, let the marine warfare begin. Take that fish down. You ready to get your feet wet? Allow me to instruct you in the Moga art of swimming, just like Mommy used to teach. You haven't eaten anything in the last hour, eh? Surprisingly, no. No matter. Point the camera in the direction you want to swim, then move. Use the camera controls to change your view and you'll swim in that direction. That's all there is to it. Dashing, evading, and attacking all work like when you're on solid ground. Practice controlling the camera and moving around. Before you know it, you'll be swimming like an epioth. Swimming instructions. Yeah. It's actually pretty simple to do all this. Just move, dodge, dash. And let's just get the monster list for fish. That is all they are. Fish. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I ought to tell you about when you're swimming. Try not to drown! Yes, basics. If you look to the left side of the screen, you'll see a vertical bar. That's your oxygen gauge. If it bottoms out, you won't be able to breathe. That'll make your health gauge gradually decrease. Fortunately, there are 3 ways to refill your oxygen gauge before you become bunk mates with the fishes. You can swim to the surface and take a breath, refill at an air supply point, or use an oxygen restoration item. So basically, surface, swim through bubbles, or use an item. You recognize air supply points from the bubbles percolating out of the ocean floor. Once you get used to the camera controls, you should have no trouble finding these life-giving bubbles. Yep, there's one right there. And now I'm just going to stab it. Good work, Hunter. You keep this up and you might earn the right to call me Junior someday. So how do you like hunting underwater? Using the camera to track your target, that's the trick. Just between you and me, the return to village option has now been added to your game menu. Choose this option to zip right back to Momi Village. It sure beats hoofing it. Once you get back to the village, talk to the girl with all the quest info. She's starting to get impatient. yeah, that's basically all you need to do for this type of fish. There are some things that aren't so nice. I got life crystals. When do these things drop life crystals? That's just really surprising. I can't remember specifically, but I've only ever found life crystals like much later in the game. Well, that just made Mollid hunting a lot more interesting for me, because if I can find life crystals off of them, then I can make some really crazy stuff. Anyways. Now, this is just a quick area that I always go to at this point, because there's something rather nice in here. This one is actually a great source for aqua jewels, mashalite ores, and just a large amount of everything. I can keep on mining this for about like 3 minutes. Aqua glow, iron ore. Well, not literally 3 minutes, but a lot. But there's a lot of things that you can get from that thing. Return to village, and now we're back. And now we're back home. And now's the time, even though this would only make it a 20-minute episode, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. Oh, pardon me. I'm probably going to sign off here. I'm not going to do anything until I get back. Until you guys get back, except for show off the save feature. Until I get back to this, save. And then I'll show you all about this stuff that I was talking about. I may go out and do some more gathering and stuff, but I won't do anything in the town until the next video you guys see me in. Now, if you'd like to comment, because I actually haven't done any upgrading on this blade yet, so I'm still very flexible compared to what I want. If you really don't want me to run around using a giant sharpened bone as a blade, then leave a comment if you like that sort of stuff, or want me to use a different weapon, or just post that too. Anyways, see you later, guys. Bye.